See if I can figure out how to do this in studio mode. There we go. We should be live. Welcome, everybody, to the B-Team Extravaganza. It's Wednesday. We got some wonderful peoples with us for another Commander... What did I say? Brawl Bash? What was the title of the room today? Brawl, I think?
Yeah, B-Team Brawl.
B-Team Brawl.
I forgot what it was called. It's called B-Team Extravaganza, but I called it Brawl because it sounded like alliteration.
I like how it changes all the time. It's great.
I mean, Brawl is a different format to what we're playing, but...
True.
And people on the other side of the fence can't see the name of the Spell Table channel, so here we are.
Yeah. Perfect. So we got 4 wonderful people from B-Team and some guests here tonight. Omega, why don't you kick things off? Who you playing? Who are you? Let's let everybody know.
I'm running Kesa Argovagan. He's just a drop hing deck with a little bit of flash, a little bit of blink. He sometimes gives a little bit of draw, but always makes it hurt.
Always makes it hurt. I like it.
And, over to Ty.
Hello. I bounced around between the streams on this channel. Oh no, Buck, no, please come back. I didn't mean it.
You scared him away already. What's going on?
Yeah, let's. I'll hold off on mine until he can come back in because he got exiled. Yeah, there he's back. Never mind. All right, never mind.
I just did Teferi's protection.
There, yep.
I never seen that cast as a pregame action.
I was gonna say. I'm.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, did I break the thing again? No.
It's all good.
I am playing Mondrak Glory Dominus. He is one of the new Domini from 1. He's all about token generation or doubling up token generation. So this is a tokens deck. It's a mono white tokens deck. I'm here to play him and make tokens.
Fun. And then underneath you, we've got Staples, who you're new to the crew, aren't you?
I am new. Today I'm bringing Atraxa, the Grand Unifier. The deck was primarily built to cast it only as needed. It's not reliant on it. I wanted to get away from heavily relying on the commander. I do proliferate in this deck, so as many different kinds of counters as I can get out there and make more of them. That's pretty much it for this one.
Nice. Well, welcome on board. We're happy to have you here with us, and looking forward to seeing it play out.
Let's see if y'all say that at the end.
And finally, we've got Viconathan. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm playing Tanzir Quandrix. This is your standard, put lots of creatures onto the board, and then give them lots of +1 counters. And then just swing for the fences.
Oh, fun.
It's a pretty standard strat,
Yeah.
and it's fun. Yes.
I always like counters and go wide, so you've got my vote going. So yeah, why don't we kick things off? Omega, you were randomized into first, kicking on off. I will go a little bit into the quiet mode and listening in on things and keeping chat going, and I'll get a prediction up for anybody who wants to put some votes and earn some BJs along the way. So best of luck to all you guys.
Thank you. I'll draw for turn. I will play an island, tap the island for a Soul Ring, Azorius Signet, pass the turn.
Jeez. All right, buddy. We'll just slow on down there, Buster. No draw. Sounds good. I'm gonna play a Plains. I'm gonna tap that Plains, and I'm going to cast a Authority of the Consuls. Creatures your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I gain a life. I will cast her.
And I will start nice and easy with a swamp. And I will pass.
Wholesome magic.
Somebody had to do it.
I'll drop command tower and pass.
Oh,
Also wholesome
not the
magic.
only one.
I should feel kind of bad, shouldn't I? I don't, but I should, right?
You should always feel bad, Omega.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and play a Swamp. Yep, Soul Ring. For the Signet. Only need the blue, the other 2 can be colorless. Cast a Monastery Siege. I'm gonna have to choose cons. And Let's see. I guess I'll pass the turn there.
Oh, untap. I will capture. Neat. Put down another planes and pay 2. I'll put down a Mirror Convert. It's a 2/1 with Toxic 1. The main thing is, though, it's a mana dork that I can pay 2 life to add 1 of any color. Don't ask me why I involved this card in this deck. I should have just got the mirror that produces white, but it was what was in front of me. I pass.
Alright. Nothing to untap. And I will do Woodland Cemetery, control a swamp, so it will come in untapped. Control. And then I will play Persistent Siphoner, flying, toxic 1/1/1, and it'll come in tapped.
Oh, you know what?
And I will pass.
I'm
Okay. I'll untap, upkeep, and
loving
draw.
all the
I'll drop Channel Pathway as land for turn. I'll cast Growth Spiral. I'll draw a card. And I will play Hinterland Harbor as my second land from the Growth Spiral, which enters tapped. Yes, that enters tapped. And I will end my turn.
Okay, untap. I'll keep draw 2 and discard 1. Yeah, it's kind of early. I'll go ahead and discard Peer into the Abyss. Land for turn will be a Sunken Hollow. And then I will tap this. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Tap Soul Ring for the Azorius Signet for the white this time, and cast Monologue Tax. Whenever an opponent casts a second spell each turn, I make a treasure. And that'll be it for my turn.
Right. Untap. Raw. Consider. Planes. 3. I'm going to do something similar to you. Smuggler's Share. So at the beginning of each end step, if somebody drew 2 cards besides me, I get to draw a card. If somebody puts in more than 1 land in a turn, I get to make a treasure token. I will swing 2 over at Omega. He's gonna take 2 damage and
Hellos.
unless he does something about it, 2 damage and a toxic.
Sup,
Okay,
gang?
taking the 2, and I will go ahead and mark the Toxic.
How you doing?
I'm helping you out, Staples. Go
What are
ahead.
you voting on tonight?
Okay.
Then untap. Draw.
Okay.
Alright. I will do a Plains as a land for turn. I will tap Woodland Cemetery for a Glistener Elf.
Not much. Would have been around earlier, but I was knee-deep in Civ 6 since it
And
was on
then
sale.
I will move to combat.
Glistener is
Cannot fault you for that.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. And I will swing a 1/1 flyer at Voko
Sure. I
with
will
Toxic
take
1.
that damage.
And that has Toxic 1. I'll move into second main, where I will pay 2 for Skrell's Hive.
Oh.
And I'll go ahead and make a treasure off the Monologue Tax.
Yep. And at that, I will pass the turn.
So I'll untap,
See, I
upkeep,
tried-
and draw.
I tried to be a little more fair. I took Smothering Tithe out and put Monologue Tax in. So
Yeah.
I tried to be a little
yeah.
more fair.
Yeah, I'll drop Forest as land for turn.
Okay.
And I'll tap 2 to bring in Incubation Druid. That comes in tapped. Okay.
yeah, like
hang on. And I will end turn.
All right.
Okay. I'll untap. I'll keep. Draw 2, discard 1.
So Civ 6 this week in Kenku? Is that what you're saying? We need to make that happen?
I guess I'll discard Clear the Mind. We'll play Swamp as my land for turn. And then 2, 3.
Depends on if I have
4,
to help with
5.
a shelf, but sure.
4 Psychosis Crawler.
Anything, it would have to be Sunday.
His power and toughness equal to the number of cards in my hand, and whenever I draw a card, each opponent loses a life.
Go in the place.
Yep, thank you. And I'll go ahead and pass there.
All right. At the end of your turn, I draw a card because you drew more than one card this turn.
Yep.
I will untap.
Well, with the Monastery Siege out there, you're guaranteed to get that.
Yes, sir. What I'm here
Maybe.
for. I am going to put down a planes. And
Civ is one of my 2 games.
Shelf was more Saturday stuff, but could work.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think by Saturday, I might be...
choices to make.
Yeah, I won't be free after stream. Unless Larissa gets sick.
A 4, it's your boy. And from there, I will pass turn.
Yet after you guys stream is my stream, so
At my
wouldn't
upkeep,
work.
I'll get a Phyrexian Might and lose a life. And then draw my card for turn.
What's the trigger on corrupted? Or what does it do when corrupted?
As long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures I control have Toxic and Lifelink. With Toxic, have Lifelink, sorry.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute. That sounds really good.
No. And then I will play Swamp as land for turn. And then I will tap 4 for Necrogen Rot Priest. It'll come in tapped, but it has Toxic 2. Whenever a creature I control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter. And then I can pay 1 black green, and target creature I control with Toxic gains Death Touch until end of turn. So I will move to combat.
Toxic.
And I will swing the Glistener Elf. You have blockers. I'll swing the Glistener Elf at Voko and the Persistent Siphoner at Omega. So that is
Power?
The Glistener Elf is just infect, so no combat damage, just a poison counter. And this is 1 damage with Toxic 1, but it'll give 2 poison counters due to the Necrogen Rot Priest.
I'll go down to 37 and up to 3 poison counters, so your Corrupted is live.
Yes. And at that, I will pass the turn.
Well, untap, upkeep, and draw. I will... I'll draw up Alchemist Refuge as land for turn. Then I will tap 5 to drop Paradox Zone. That enters with a counter on it. I will go to combat and send the nothing at nobody because the druid is the 0/2 still. End step, this ticks up, so we double the counters on this, so that's at 2, and we make a fractal, which is currently has 2 counters on it.
Cool.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Why is everyone only casting 1 spell? Come on, guys.
And that's why that card's mediocre.
It's still more fair than Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Okay. I'll draw 2 and discard 1, pinging each opponent for a life each. The 2 life, please.
Okay. So we all lose 2.
Discard. Damn, I hate discarding this.
Elaborate Lang.
I will discard the Fairy, Temporal Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Oh yeah, in this deck, that gets nuts. Then I will, I guess, tap 1 for a Felden's Cane. Tap it and shuffle my graveyard into my library and exile Felden's Cane. Just a way to get my graveyard back in my library, and I had nothing else to do with it. And I wanted to play a land for turn, which is Dromar's Cavern. It's a lair in addition to its type. It's basically bounces and it's mana fixer. Makes all colors. So I'll bounce the swamp back to my hand. And I'm afraid at that I'm going to have to go ahead and pass my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm going to draw a card, and just to remember, that fractal came into play tapped. For Valk.
Yes, it did.
That was my draw for the Smuggler's Share, and then I will drop turn. I will drop a land.
Who you voting on, Kenku, or are you just saving points?
Gent Swords.
Ooh.
I'm going to, I guess, get it out of the way. I'm going to tap for 2, and I am going to cast a Pearl Medallion. White spells I control, or white spells I play, cost 1 less.
Gent Swords.
Kenku, I broke the streamer bot today.
I will pay 1, and I'll cast a Mother of Runes. Go ahead and get yourself treasure.
Yay! Not like I can do anything with it.
I see.
I mean, you're doing plenty fine. How many cards in hand?
I'm gonna wait till Savvy gets home. I can fix it.
Crap. I guess. Sure, there's that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten my draw engines going because this is just filtering.
Yeah, there's that, I guess.
Play 2 spells and then the Psychosis Crawler will die.
Tempting. Really
Or make me discard the 2 cards in my hand. Yeah.
I have black, but I don't have discard. Might need to fix that next time around.
Don't worry, I have plenty of discard in this deck.
I'm
Well,
just
payoffs for it
go
anyway.
ahead and Staples?
Yes.
You're good? You're good to go?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Sorry, I was watching the little box.
Box? Oh.
The turn square. I didn't hear you. I've been moving it. So, but I didn't hear you say you were
How
passing.
do you move it? Sorry.
Spacebar.
Spacebar.
Oh, okay. Bing.
But your cursor can't be on the card search. It has to be on the field.
Yes.
All right.
All right. I got an Exotic Orchard as land for turn. So we can... Every color is present except for red. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Out.
I've got Esper covered over here.
And then I will tap black, 2 black, and the plains for Infectious Inquiry. I draw 2 cards. I will lose 2 life. And each of my opponents will get a poison counter.
Okay. I am up to 4 poison.
How do we do the poison thing?
Your commander, drop down menu for commander damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
Yeah, infect, poison, same thing.
Yep.
you get the Mother of Runes. Oh, the Mother of Runes has summoning sickness at least.
Yes.
So I will send the Glistener and the Persistent Siphoner, and there's no point in sending the Might anywhere. It'll just sit there. So 1 infect and 1 damage with Toxic
Going at who?
at Tyler.
So, if I'm not mistaken, what you said was that your toxic creatures have death touch?
No, they do not. I'd have to
Okay.
activate the ability.
And that's a green and a black to activate or something?
Green, black, and a colorless. I only have 2 mana free, so I do not have enough to activate that.
Alright.
But my toxic guy has flying.
Oh, his flying.
He does
Okay.
not. Yes.
So I will take 3 infect total and 1 damage.
Correct.
So, but that's why they're kidnapping.
And then I will move to second main.
Okay.
And I will let you get a treasure by tapping Forest, and doesn't really matter, for Pollen Bright Druid. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or Proliferate. I'm going to choose Proliferate, so y'all each get 1 more poison counter.
Fine.
And that is it, and I am tapped out with 1 blocker.
So you drew an additional card during your turn, so I'm going to draw.
Yes.
And... Pollen Bright comes into play tapped.
Thank you.
You're done, right?
Oh, and I gain 1 life for my creature with lifelink.
Yes.
And we're done, right?
I am done.
We're done? Okay. I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll drop Forest to the land for turn. And I'll tap 2 mana green to cast Courage in Crisis. So I will put 1/1/1 counter on the Incubation Druid, and then I will proliferate all the counters on all my creatures, as well as the poison counters on Omega and Tyler.
Oh,
Oh, so mean.
I thought we'd be friends because we both played fair on the first turn.
Yeah, I am up to 6.
I mean, the solution here is to get some poison counters on staples, but you know. Yeah. So I'll go to combat and send the currently 3/3 fractal and 2/4 druid at staples.
I will block the fractal with a 1/5, and I will take 2.
Yep. So I'll go to end step. That will double the number of counters on Paradox Zone, which is now at 6. And I will produce another fractal token, which has 6 +1/+1 counters on it.
And tapped.
And tapped.
I'm trying not to be annoying about it, just as a reminder.
Yeah. And you may go.
Did you draw 2 at the during turn? I forget.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Nothing to untap, upkeep, draw. Everybody takes 2.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and discard the swamp. Land for turn will be a plains. And fine. I might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. We'll go ahead and cast Drog Skull Weaver. Flying double strike, lifelink 3/5, and whenever I gain life, draw a card.
Neat.
With that, I'll pass my turn.
That was
Since you
tap 2.
comes into play tapped. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
So at the end of your turn, I get to draw a card because of smugglers.
Yep.
And draw a card for. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's an infinite combo with your commander, correct?
Yes, it is.
That's
As long as I can draw and have enough cards in my library.
I will drop turn.
Oh, don't worry. I fully expect it to die. That's why I haven't cast my commander, because I was waiting on board wise, but I needed a better presence on the field.
Okay.
I mean, at the
So
rate
it's
you're
not infinite,
going,
but
you're gonna die to the
game-ending
poison
XP.
counters.
Yeah, pretty quick.
I guess. I tap 6. Elishnorn. Any responses?
None here except for my psychosis probably dies.
Yep. All creatures you guys get -2/-2. All mine get +1 +2/+2.
Yep.
But at least I'm not
Mine
the
are still
problem
alive.
anymore.
They
That's
just
fine.
have -2/-2.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, my psychosis probably only had one because I only had one card in hand. So
Yep. And let's send Mondrak over at let's send what are life totals? Let's send Mondrak over at Omega for 6.
okay, you remember the +2 from Elish?
6. Yes.
Okay, take the 6 down to 31.
I will pass turn.
My board looks very sad right now.
Yep.
And I have an automatic trigger that I will lose a life. I get a guy, and he dies.
Thank goodness we don't have any blood artists on board. I will
Right.
go away, though.
Yes.
Also, cards in hand, Chris.
1.
Fantastic.
No, it's not. I'm in a draw deck. This is pretty sad. I got plenty of mana, but didn't get any of my draw.
2, 3, 4. Excel, Scion of Atraxa. Not the only thing I can do right now. And then that just states it has Flying Vigilance, Toxic 2, and Corrupted. At the beginning of my end step, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters exiles the top card of their library face down. I may look at and play those cards for as long as they
Pretty
remain
good stuff.
exiled, and I may spend mana as though it remain of any color to cast those spells.
Well,
Okay,
that's
at
gonna be
your
really
end step?
awkward online. Unless we all go to Discord and just open up a message to you to let you know what it is. At that point, though, we need to know what it is in order to tell you.
No, I'm just gonna say, just show me and I'm gonna write it down. I typically try not to play those on webcam games, but I have no other options.
That's fine. In which case, I believe the 3 of us all have Corrupted.
Yes, everybody has
Yeah.
Corrupted.
Okay, so it's going to be the end of your turn unless you have something else to do.
I do not. I will go to my end turn.
Okay, so
Exile the top card.
should we just
Yep.
reveal it just at this point? That's for smarts.
Yeah, revealing it's fine. I'm not worried about it.
You get an anointed procession from me. Good hit.
You get a Benthic Biomancer.
And from me, I haven't even looked yet. What was off Signet?
Well, so technically, I draw this card. So you're the active player. There's 2 end of turn triggers that go off. Oh wait, no, you didn't draw another.
No,
card
this
during
is
your
not a
turn.
draw. Yeah,
You
this
didn't
is not a draw.
Yeah,
This is
come on. I thought
It's
you
just an
drew
exile.
another card, so that would have resolved first. But anyways, yeah. So you get an anointed procession from me.
yes, and I can't cast any of them right now, so I will pass the turn.
Right, so I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll drop Cave of Temptation as land for turn. I'll tap 1, 2. I'll do that. To drop Mystic Confluence. So I'll bounce Elish Norn and Excel to your hands.
What is the final choice that you have?
Drawing a card.
In response to the target, I'm going to tap my Mother of Runes to give Elish Norton protection from blue.
Yep, sure. Yeah, I'll draw my card. I will. Hang on. I will. Wait. Okay. shall end turn. That will double the number of counters on the Paradox Engine, or Paradox Zone, and make a 12/12 fractal, which is a 10/10 because Elish Norn.
Relish. Yep.
On the play tapped.
Just that.
Okay. I'll untap. I'll keep. Draw 2. Discard 1. Let's see. Okay, I'll go ahead and discard Feast of Sanity. Whenever I discard a card, Feast of Sanity deals 1 damage to any target and I gain a life. But, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I will cast Underworld Dreams. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Underworld Dreams deals 1 damage to that player.
On.
And I could cast my commander, but I've got a feeling it's just going to get killed right away anyway.
Something like that.
I'd really like to gain some life and draw a card. Damn it.
Yeah, it's only when you gain life you draw cards off of that thing?
Yeah. And I have no idea. I have no way to gain life. Nothing else I can do except cast my commander, and I'm not doing that yet. So I will go ahead and pass the turn there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not going to swing my 1/3 at anybody.
At the end of your turn, I get to draw a card. Neat.
Yep.
And I will go to my turn. Draw a card. Interesting.
You take 1 damage from Underworld Dreams for your draws.
Yep. Well, 2. Yeah, 1 each.
Got to keep that life gain in check. You're way above starting.
War Room. Boy, man, that really sucks about that Anointed Procession.
It wouldn't have helped me with the Elish Norn on the field, anyways.
Yeah, I know. Just saying, I would have liked to have cast that just because reasons. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with. Let's see what life takes us. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to cast a Evangel of Heliod. It is a 1/3 that costs 5 because of the reduction, but when it enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 soldiers equal to my devotion to white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With Mondrak, I'm going to create 18.
Nice.
Yeesh. That's a lot of tokens.
No response here. I've got 1 card in hand. Don't expect much from me.
6, 8, 6. Unfortunately, Authority of the Consuls is literally only when I cast a spell, so. Or when my opponents have stuff that comes into the battlefield. I will. I'll send Mondrak over at Omega again for 6.
Okay, taking the 6.
Sounds good.
Down 25, and that 6 commander.
I will pass turn.
All right.
Have you already hit me with Mondrak?
Yep, I hit you last turn.
For how much? 6? Last turn too?
Yep, you're up to
Okay,
12.
I forgot to mark the commander damage. It's up to 12 now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. I've passed turn.
Yep. I
Did
lost
you
my
take
2, one for
one
draw,
for
one
the
for my. I did, and I lost 1 for my might that doesn't exist.
That
Okay.
might came into play still, so I will draw a card, or I will gain a life.
Correct. And then I will pay 1 green for thirsting roots. Everybody will proliferate their poison counters.
Up to 7.
To 7.
I will play Karn's Bastion. I will tap Exotic Orchard. And I'll go ahead and just tap the Karns for it. And do Unnatural Restoration. Return target permanent card from my graveyard to my hand, and everybody will get another poison counter.
The 6.
So the chosen card was Pollen Bright Druid. What's that? Nope, I had to tap that. And pay 2 for no real reason and do Lightning Greaves.
Okay, that'll get me a treasure.
Yep. And I'll move Lightning Greaves onto my Necrogen Rot Priest. And I will do nothing else and pass the turn because he is a 0/3.
Alright, so I'll untap. Upkeep and draw. I'll drop Karn's Bastion as land for turn.
Fantastic.
And then I'll just tap 4 to tap Karn's Bastion to proliferate all my counters as well as the poison counters on Omega and Tyler.
Uh-huh.
Up to 9.
Uh-oh.
Because that's just fun at this point.
It's getting close.
I will then go to combat and send the 1313, which is an 1111 fractal, as well as the 77, which is a 55 fractal, at Staples. So you're getting a 1313 and a 77 coming at you.
Okay, so that's 20.
Yep.
I'm down to 8.
Wouldn't it only be 16? Because of the -2/-2 on each of them?
Yeah, I already did that. We already subtracted that.
Oh, okay.
That's why, yeah. I will go to my end step and double the counters on Paradox Zone. And that will create a 6, 12, 18, 24, 26, 26 fractal.
I will gain a life.
I
and
blocked
my
one of them.
taps.
I completely forgot my guy can still block.
You totally can.
Alright, yeah, I'll block the big one and lose my guy. And that was 13, so... And I'm still dead next turn either way.
Ty and I are thinking the same thing, that we're dead next turn anyway. So, is that it, Vote?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's see what I can do on my last turn.
No, just go Staples. You'll be fine.
I don't have a way to yet. Remember, I'm like almost top decking.
He has the same card I do. I don't want to hear that, just me.
Oh, that would have been nice to... Okay, I guess. Let's see. Go ahead and... It doesn't matter. I'll tap 1 for a Bag of Holding. Whenever I discard a card, exile that card from my graveyard, I can pay 2 to draw a card and discard a card, or I can pay 4 and sack it to get all those things back to my hand that were exiled under it. Don't really have any discards at the moment, so I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 3 being black, and go ahead and cast Massacre Worm. All creatures my opponent's control get -2/-2 until end of turn. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life.
Okay.
Oh.
Nothing dies.
Yeah, nothing dies.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Well, the
+2/+2, so they're all 1/1s again. Until end of turn.
And my incubation druid is back down to 0/1.
Dang.
Well, I don't have my blinky stuff. I can't blink the Massacre Worm.
That was anticlimactic for Chris.
Actually, I lied. The only thing that dies is my fractal, but yes.
Okay, so you'll lose 2 life for that. Still not as anywhere near as effective as I would have liked. I guess there I'm going to... I'll pay 2 and tap it to draw a card and discard a card. Nah, I won't do that. I don't like to discard right now. I'll just pass the turn.
I mean, yeah, no, Norn, and you basically destroy Ty XD.
I can't do anything else. Ty, it's on you.
Yeah.
I will untap. Oh, end step. I will draw a card because you drew 2. Neat.
Yeah, and take 2 damage.
Ow.
And War Dreams. Sorry about that. But you got the life to spare.
It's 1 per draw, right?
Yeah, it's 1 for each draw.
Oh, okay.
Take
yeah,
like 36 life from the soldier's
XD. Then I'll draw for
XD.
turn, which will... Okay, I'll lose that life.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
If you don't kill me right now, I won't proliferate you on my next turn.
Uh-huh.
But Volk will.
Yeah, I probably will find a way to do it, aka because
That's what I'm saying is I want him to go after Volk.
Put
I
all
want him to go
X.
after Volk right now.
Yep. This is.
Okay, I'll make it a deal. If you do some damage to staples, I will just skip the proliferate on my turn. From the Karn's Bastion.
That's my deal. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, LP's got to be taken out now, or we're both out on his
XD.
turn.
I'm going to play an Idyllic Grange, which it would come into play tapped unless I have 3 or more planes. When it enters the battlefield untapped, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Okay, untapped. I'm going to put it onto Mondrak, and since he's out, I get 2. Bing.
And he did just say if you do some damage to me, he won't proliferate you. So swing at me with 1 guy. I can take that, and then you're safe from 2 proliferate guys.
Well, I said from the Karn's Bastion, so if I randomly draw a card that says proliferate.
Well,
Oh, see, mine's wider. I'm not going to proliferate him at all.
No, I'm trying to consider if I can kill all of you right now.
Go for it.
I mean,
you
that's
can.
fair game either way.
I mean, the way I see
Yeah,
it,
you
That's
can
fair
go
game,
for it.
isn't it?
that,
Yeah.
that if I live,
How
then
did
I
you
could take
do the
out
counters
Tyler
on
and
Mondrak?
Omega, and then because none of that
Thank you.
-2, I could just take out Staples with my ridiculous fractals.
Oh,
With your ridiculous fractals.
Spy.
Yo!
Tanku's questioning in chat, how did you get the second counter on Mondrak? Isn't that tokens, not counters?
Point.
Mondrak is anointed procession, not Dao Biling season.
I thought he was a catch-all like the other thing.
Thank you, William.
Wait.
Don't think it really matters that much, but thank you for accuracy. It helps.
Well,
I think the
Cool.
point that we're trying to make here is that everyone's dying somehow in the next turn.
Probably
Yes,
not, but yeah,
and,
just keeping it fair.
I'm seeing if I can put that as much into my favor as I can.
I already know I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it.
If he doesn't kill me now, I'm not proliferating him, so I can't beat him. He'll just swing at me next. So that's the funny thing about poison decks. Like, they can do a lot in game, but once the poison guys are gone, there's no leftovers from them. No damage.
Now, the Massacre Worm should have entered tapped, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Aha. A little late, but I got it.
A little late, but he has it. Okay. Three, 4, 5. I just need to see because this is need to sort of smart this out. Need to sort of smart this out. Okay. With 5, I'm going to cast a True Conviction. Creatures I control have double strike and life.
Woo!
Well,
I think you mean,
If
well,
that sticks,
fuck.
then my question then would be, how much I need to kill everyone, which would be
18 times 6.
because I need these guys are
108.
all 3/3s right now, so 7 of them would need to absolutely go over. No, they're 3/3s. They're doing 6 damage, so 4 of them need to go over to Staples. Bach
Yes.
is at 37.
I have a
Riz is
blocker.
with one
one
blocker.
blocker.
So I'm just trying to figure out how much I need to do in order to get a kill on everyone right now.
Separate your tokens for who they're attacking. It'll make it easier to
Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
calculate.
So let's see.
Time to do math, Ty.
Shush! Leave me alone. So, 4 of them would need to go over at Staples to do that.
How big are they?
They are 3/3s with double strike
Okay.
and lifelink. That will deal 6, 12. That'll be 24 damage over at Staples.
You need to send 8 evoke. He's got 1 blocker.
Yep.
That means you'll deal 42 to him. Because if you go 1 less, you only do 36.
Yeah. So
Unless you go ahead and swing with something else and you save that other one for me. You only need to hit me with 5. And actually 6 because I got 1 blocker.
And then he still got his Elish Norn and
Elish Norn, Mondrak. Mondrak, if he touches you, kills you. My Mere Convert, if it touches you, kills you.
Yeah.
So
because that would give 2 toxic counters too.
correct, and he's at 9.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 4.
Yes, all you really got to do is give me a counter.
Yeah, all you gotta do is swing with both of those at him. He only has 1 blocker,
he
so
has
one or the
Mom to
other is gonna
protect.
kill him.
Yep.
And then you can just split the other ones evenly between me and Volk.
Does he have mom? He's got the Grand Cenobit.
We'll leave that.
But that's the original version of
It'd be
mom.
really,
isn't
really
it?
funny if somebody had a fog right now.
Wrong color for me.
I'm just saying, it'd be really funny if somebody had a fog right now.
Yeah, he has Mom. It's the newer printing.
I wish.
Okay, so
Sport Prophet to the rescue.
I've made the mistake of going down the lore
4
realm
over
of
at
magic.
Staples.
Okay, before damage, I do have a response.
You exiled.
Yep, I'm already rejoining.
So it will go around in priority order first, or in player order first. So I'm gonna have Mondrak as well as my Mir go over at Omega, 4 go over at Staples, 8 go over at Vok, and then for clarity, let's see what's doing. Because now we have these 8 that are just sort of floating.
Full send.
That's what I'm thinking. Put that one down to 5, just in case people have removal. 5 over at Staples. 9 over
Volcanamagic.
Is it over yet?
9 over at Vok. These 2... Elish Norn.
GG.
The Evangel of Heliod. And then... Let's see. He only has 1 blocker, so it doesn't really matter. Let's say this. Counting it up as I go.
Even if death isn't happening, Ty is gaining what? 100 plus life XD.
Something stupid.
So there is going to be 5 going over at Staples, 10 over at Vok, Mondrak, my Mir Convert, my Evangel of Heliod, my Elish Norn, and 3 additional soldier tokens going over at Omega.
Jesus.
Those are my attacks. We will go to responses to attacks or to go to blockers.
Anybody got a Psych Rift?
I've got a response, but it's not a Psych Rift right now.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay. What is your
I got
response?
nothing.
Tap a blue and stack 1 treasure. To draw a card and discard a card, try to find an answer before we all die. Nope. Whirlpool Drake is not the answer.
And we just died.
And we're all, I believe we're all dead.
Yeah. I gave extra just to everybody just to be sure, and you can only block 1, and you would either get toxic or you'd get commander damaged. And then Vok just got 10 soldiers doing double strike.
I was hoping for either Ink Shield or Aetherize.
Brother, that would have been mean. The thing is, did you have the mana for it?
No, I would have been 1 short on the Aetherize and 2 short on the Ink Shield because I had to go fetch for it.
I had 1 response in my hand if anybody cast anything, but it was a lapse of certainty. So it would have countered 1 spell at the cost of 2 mana, but yeah, it was either that or I lose, because somebody, I know between the 2 of you, somebody would have proliferated me to death.
Oh yeah, I had 1 in my hand in the Karn's Bastion on the field. I could have done 2 proliferations. That wouldn't have been enough to take out both.
Yeah, the only thing I had in hand was a Feign Death. Just bring one of my creatures back with a counter on it if you tried to remove it. That's all I had. Good game.
Damn.
Yeah,
GG's,
that came down to the wire. That was 2 people at 9's poison counters. How much were you at, Vok?
I was at 7 counters.
Whee! I mean,
but I mean I was doing some proliferating as well, so
yeah.
I mean if I got a extra proliferate in there somewhere, I probably would have won because of all the fractals. But
sure. I was honestly I was scared to death of a what do you call it? Overwhelming stampede. I'm like, well, that's how we die. As you just oh, this is my 13 fractal. I'm gonna do overwhelming stampede. All my dudes are now trampling plus 13 plus 13. Good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
We have time for another one, or?
That's up to you guys. I mean, we started at what, 4:30-ish, and so that was less than an hour game.
I can do 1 more.
Are we using the same decks? Are we switching it up?
I can switch.
I can switch. What are we feeling? Are we feeling for same
Double
power level, lower
feature,
power
I
level,
like it.
higher power level?
I'm
It's the
open.
late night double feature picture show.
That one didn't really have a
Oh.
good showing, but I can do. I think I have a little bit higher power level
Higher,
if we want,
lower.
but I don't know for sure.
The only one I have higher is Togo and Kadama. So, that's my combo deck. So, otherwise, I'll just stay with Keza if we're going. Togo and Kadama can get a little bit sick.
I will
Silly
just,
shenanigans.
I will
if
just be
everybody-
breaking out the elf ball, because that's just a favorite at this point on this channel, where somebody just whips out elf ball, the Golgari elf ball.
That's good. I'll do something a little weird.
Weird?
Fun.
I like weird.
I think it's weird. I haven't seen this combo before.
Kadama and
Jund Dragons
Oh boy.
that is helmed not by a dragon, but by Kodama and Vial Smash.
If it wasn't for having just played my partner commander deck, I would be doing my partners as well. 'Cause I think I played it like last week. No, yeah, no. Anyways, so
Okay, this is messed up. Trying to put my commanders in, every time I scroll over it, it's seeing the cigarette pack as a planes.
rude.
And old style planes even.
What? Oh, that's a. Man, this is the thing about having so many decks. I don't know which one to choose. Not a token deck. Let's not do a token deck. Do something different. What are you? At the proliferate deck. We just ran into proliferate all over the place.
This one does have some proxies in it, but not to make it overpowered, and not like the fast manas or no mana crypt or anything like that in it.
I will play.
I have no problem with proxies.
I will play Voltron.
Okay.
Osgear the Reconstructor. This man is all about the swords.
the jank swords.
The real swords.
The jank swords.
Put the jank swords in.
I think it's that time. Though I have to remember, I have to post something.
I don't know if it's time, but it's time now, and I'm doing it. Doing it live. Thank you.
Jank swords.
I'm
I'll
just
start
now
with
seeing
Dan.
William's response to me gaining all that life. I'm like, yeah, but me being at 9 poison counters, that doesn't make me feel any safer. I can have all the life I want. But I gotta say, yeah, I mean, even with you only proliferated twice, Vok, and that means he still had 7 other proliferate effects that happened over the course of that game, and we weren't deep into that game, I would say.
I'll be right back. Ty, don't forget to randomize the play order.
Don't tell me what to do.
I wasn't
But
telling.
yes, I'll do it.
I was reminding. Yeah.
Anyway. Alright. Once I'm shuffled up and get myself a hand, I will randomize player order once I roll a dice.
I'm good with this.
We're not doing introductions. No, that's fine.
Jank swords.
As per the rule, we don't do Morgan's deck.
So as I said before, I don't know how long it's been since somebody has played the Golgari Elf deck on this segment yet.
I think. Oh, but it's been a while. But I want to say somebody played Lathril at some point.
Yeah, I think
But I want to say that was a while back.
Elf played Lathril, but it's definitely been a while.
So
JK.
for posterity, this is a swords deck. All of the swords that are correction. All the swords are in this deck. I still need to get the new green-red sword. Oops, this deck is not a good sword. This deck is not a good deck anymore. The swords in here are proxy, but there they are. I have the swords.
And personally, I'm not particularly worried about it. I'd rather play against the person than their wallet.
Yeah. This deck is fickle. Anyways, I'm gonna roll a d6 to see how many times we randomize.
And reset your computer in life.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm working on it.
I was
I'm
reminding
overwhelmed.
you.
40. I am now playing Osgur, the Reconstructor. Okay. And reset 5 times. Reset. Randomize. Number 1. 2. Okay.
Nothing happened.
3. 4.
No.
5. Ah!
Thank you.
Now I'm last.
David's
Great.
first. Nice.
Plus you. Nito Escobedo. Yeah, okay. Whee! I'm good with my hand.
I can start.
I am free to move about the country.
I'm good too. You go.
All right, so ready to go.
Round 2. Fight.
Get him. Boy.
All right. Well, this is not going to be as wholesome of a start for me.
Uh-oh.
I will do Stomping Ground, lose 2. Tap Stomping Ground for Exploration. And then play a...
Thanks,
where is
Kung Fu.
I lost it. There's Wooded Foothills. Tap, lose 1 more. This is a painful first turn for me. And go find a forest. And that was on the bottom of the deck, thank goodness. Lose 2 more. And tap for Ignoble Hierarch. And that is my turn 1.
Feels nice. Is this a competitive deck?
Yep.
No. That is the perfect hand, and it could not get any faster if I tried.
Okay. I played Triangle Thicket as land for turn and say go.
Very nice. Wholesome magic.
Okay. Draw for turn. Mountain. Tap 1. Soul Ring.
Son of a...
And pass. That's it.
I mulliganed into one, and then I was like, nope, according to our rules, we don't keep mulligans with Soul Ring. Draw. I will play a
After
Plains.
your free one, you still get the one. You could have kept it.
It was my second mulligan, and I'm like, I don't.
Okay.
Esper Sentinel. I will pass.
Play a Swamp as land for turn.
Pretty swamp.
And then tap 3 for Dragon's Horde.
Hey.
And pass. Okay, I was right. This deck. Oh, okay. I didn't even remember if this deck had a Soul Ring in it or not.
Did you pay 1?
I did not pay 1.
You.
And I can't pay 1. Oh, I could, but I'm not going to. It's too late. I missed the trigger.
I'll draw. Now it is Vox turn.
Right, so untap, upkeep, draw. Hang on. Play Command Tower's land for turn. I'll tap 2 to foretell that thing in the corner and say go.
Okay, untap. Upkeep, draw. Tap the mountain in the soul ring. Togo. Land for turn will be a Gruul Turf, which will enter tap, bounce the mountain back to my hand, and make a rock token.
Ooh, rocks.
And that'll be it. I pass.
Untap. Draw turn. Eat. Mount. I'll pay 2 for Lightning Greaves. And Lightning Greaves are going to go into my Esper Sentinel. And I'll pass.
Well, tap 3 for cultivate. Search my library for 2 basic. Yep. And then I'm going to pass because I will have nothing else to do.
You want to
While I do that, save some time. Yes.
You're good.
Well, untap, upkeep, draw. I'll drop a Forest as land for turn. And I will drop Herald King of Skemfar. On entry, I look at 5 cards on the top. I will reveal Elvish Warmaster and put the rest on the bottom in a random order.
Okay.
And I'll end turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I'll keep draw. Okay.
These 2, the swamp is going into play.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I really want to do that. But I have to do this first. Okay. And that float the red and the colorless for Lotus Cobra. Play a mountain as my land for turn, which will Lotus Cobra will make a green. And I have actually 3 floating, right?
You have 2. You used maybe 3? Yeah, I think you have extra colors.
Yeah, this costs 2. This tap for 2, that tap for 2. That way I saved the red and the colorless. This just made a green.
Yep, so you have colorless red green.
Good, which is exactly what I wanted. Rhythm of the Wild.
Ah.
And that's gone. And other floating man is gone. The landfall did make another rock, but that's neither here nor there. And I believe that's it for my turn. Go ahead and pass.
Sweet. I will put down a spectator seating. I definitely have more than 2 opponents. I'll pay 2 for a Mask of Memory. And I'll pass.
Okay. So I will do a mountain as land for turn. Tap 6 for Kodama of the East Tree. And then I will pay. I don't have to pay the 1 for Esper. Second land for turn is going to be a forest. And I'll pass.
Okay. I'll untap, upkeep, draw. I'll drop a Swamp Head land for turn. I'll tap a red and a black to bring out Belby.
How's it going? Thank you.
I will go to combat and send Herald at Tyler for 3 damage.
Sure, take it.
Cookie too?
Post combat, I get 2 colorless from Belby. I will use that as well as a green and a black to drop Elderfang Venom onto the battlefield. And I'll end my turn.
What does that do? Or what is that?
Attacking elves have Death Touch, and whenever an elf I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Alright, do you want to pay 1?
Ooh.
Or you can't pay 1, right?
I can.
Okay, I'll draw a card.
Yeah. And I'll in turn with the obligatory reminder that damage to yourselves or each other will gain you 2 colorless on your post-combat main phase.
For each opponent, right?
Yeah, for each opponent, which is you guys, not me.
Yeah.
Each opponent that deals damage, which is you guys or each other. And not me.
Okay. It's over to me.
Yeah, it's over to you.
Okay, untap. I'll keep draw. Okay, that's interesting. Do I do that? Yeah, might as well. Mountain, tap Soul Ring, Inspiring Statuary. Non-artifact spells I cast have improvise, meaning I can tap an artifact to pay for them.
You want to pay 1? Chris?
What?
You want to pay 1?
Yeah, I'll tap the Gruel Turf and pay with the red.
Sure.
Then I'll use the green and tap 2 of the rocks for a Nissa's Pilgrimage. I'll find two basic forests. 1 goes in battlefield, 1 goes in my hand. And I don't have spell mastery, so just find 2 basic forests. 1. 2. 1 will enter tapped, 1 will go to my hand. I'll play it as my land for turn. Both of them make rocks with Togo, so I'll have 2 rocks that aren't tapped. Not that that really matters that much, but up real quick. Yeah. Okay. Anything else I wanted to do now that I have 1 green? Yeah, might as well tap the 1 and cast a Scattershot Archer. Nothing they need to ping right now, so it'll just come in with a 1/1 counter from the Rhythm of the Wild. Actually, I would have had 2 mana from that, too. Yeah. 2 green from the Lotus Cobra, and tap the other 2, so I don't have to draw a token. Yeah. For Beast Whisperer, which will come in with a 1/1, and unfortunately, that's going to end my turn there. Which I got everything. Yep, that's everything. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Put down a plains. Wild.
And I know I did that in the wrong order, but
That's fine.
That's alright, I always forget to cast Bile Smasher as well, so.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to foretell a card. And that's it for now.
Alright.
excuse me.
Bless. Alright, so tap 2 green and 5 for Old Gnawbone.
Good card.
That'll trigger Kodama, which will then bring in Oracle of Moldiah. I play with the top card of my library revealed. It is a forest. I may play the top card of my library if it is land, and it is, so I will. And Haunting Voyage isn't my new top card. I will move to combat and swing 7 commander at Tyler.
Response to attacks. I'm going to
Yes.
pay white for a Swords to Plowshares on Kodama.
All right.
Gain 6 life.
7 life.
7?
Exalted trigger off of a noble hierarch.
Right. I can people. Whenever it comes to the nobles or the hierarchs, I always forget they have exalted.
Honestly, it rarely comes into play, but I'm glad it did on that one. It gave me an extra point.
Woo!
And then I have nothing else, I think. Yep, not for 2 mana. Oh, and a dragon did come into play, so I will get a gold counter on my board.
And you're done?
I am done. I pass.
Okay, I'll untap, keep, and draw.
And I know it's just turn to your turn, but just to put it out there, Chris, you have an infinite combo on your next turn, don't you? Provided that you put down a land.
Yeah, I don't even have one in hand. You ain't got to worry about it.
But if you draw into it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, just.
Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't have a payoff for it.
I thought Togo.
Yeah, it just makes a bunch of rocks, but I don't have Spitfire Lagac or anything like that out right now.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
not.
technically have an infinite, but yeah.
Eventually, I have an infinite, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Gotcha.
I do not have infinite in my dragon deck.
I do not have an infinite in this deck either. It is.
Yeah, so.
But...
Yeah. So, I spent 3 to bring in Agademe untapped. And I'll drop Elvish Warmaster. I'll go to combat and send Herald at Tyler for 3 more damage.
Rude. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Post combat, I get the 2 colorless from damaging Tyler. So I'll use that plus a 1 as well as a green and a black.
Guess I can let you
to
in,
drop
can't
Underrealm Lich onto the battlefield as well. That also produces a token off the Elvish Warmaster. And
Tie XP.
I will end turn.
Did you say you end turn?
Okay. Yeah, I ended turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep draw.
Oh geez, I just noticed I got like 4K points off the bet XD.
Yeah, Spy did some work for you.
Yeah, that's nice, but it's not useful.
Steal all my points. You son of a bitch.
No. I will got that for 2.
Just gonna save for at least a
Or a
contest.
tireless provisioner.
Ah, smart.
Triggering Beast Whisperer, draw a card. Damn it. What do I do?
Well, also having 2 of these.
I have to do that first.
Don't want to throw a horse in.
Yeah.
Yet.
Green and a red. And tap 2 rocks. To cast Shamanic Revelation. Draw a card for each creature I control.
Want to pay 1?
I'll pay the 1.
Okay.
So I'll draw 5 cards if that resolves.
Yeah, I'm not playing blue. None of us are playing blue.
5. And I gain full life for each creature with power 4 or greater. Do I have any? Nope. Bunch of wusses. Let's see if I got a land for this turn. Yay, I got a land. Land for turn, which makes a rock, makes a mana. I guess it'll make a green. And I'll use that green and tap the forest, tap these other 3 rocks. Still don't have to draw the token. To cast Kura, the Boundless Sky. It's a flying death touch 4/4 that has death trigger. I can either search for 3 lands or make an XX green spirit creature, where X is the number of lands I control when it dies. Let's see. Trigger the draw off Beast Whisperer. Yeah. That land coming in would have made a token from the Provisioner. We'll go with Treasure. I think that is it for the moment. Oh, almost. Comes in with a +1. I'm not swinging with it. Did this come in this turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is it, and pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. Interesting. Okay. I have like 12 pieces of ramp in this deck, and I'm not drawing a single one. But,
I have most of my ramp on the board.
I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna cast a Cursed Mirror. It is a mana rock, but more importantly, it comes into play as a copy of a creature. Does anybody? Oh, nobody's playing blue, so assuming it's kosher for right now.
Yeah, I have no responses.
All right, I'm gonna have it come into play as a copy of Old Gnawbone.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Who has flyers and or reach? Well, obviously you have a flyer, so I'm not gonna swing at you. But I believe, do you have any reachers or flyers over there, Chris?
Yeah, I've got a Kura.
Yeah,
4/4 Death Touch Flyer.
Okay, and Uvok?
Nope, nothing here.
Actually, it's a 5/5 Death Touch Flyer, but yeah.
Well, that's fantastic because I would have loved to have gotten some Belbay points, but here we are. I will go to combat and I will swing the 7/7 dragon into Vok in the air for that much. And that means I will get 7 Treasure tokens, which I do have a token to. Right here. And I guess I could have equipped it to draw cards, but whatever. Main phase 2. I'm going to use 1 and 2 treasures to foretell or cast Doomscar, destroy all creatures.
Sure. No responses, right?
No responses here.
Right, so
That hurts a little bit.
5 elves die on my part, so you each lose 1 life 5 times. And
Okay.
I gain 1 life 5 times.
Down to 35. Okay. I have death triggers from Kura.
Yep, you get a dude.
No, I don't. I'm going to get lands.
Oh, okay. However, regardless, I'm going to spend 4 more of those treasures to cast Osgear And barring anybody having an issue with him, I am going to put my lightning wings on him.
Yep.
And I will pass turn.
All right. I will tap the Dragon's Horde, remove a gold counter to draw a card. Oh, I did not know this was in this deck.
Love
That's what happens when you don't play a deck for a while. Y'all might not love this, but it's Jeweled Lotus.
Whatever. It's ramp.
And then I will tap. Yeah. Tap and sack to add 3 green, which will then mean I need to tap. I'm doing math, and I'm horrible at it. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kodama for the second time.
It's here.
And I have nothing else. So I pass.
Untap. Keep. Draw. I'll drop Baron Mora's land for turn. I will tap 5 to drop Entourage of Trust. That makes me the Monarch.
Oh, cool.
And I will end turn and draw for Monarch.
Get that value.
Okay. I have to reveal them before I go to hand.
Say what?
Bakura's trigger, the 3 lands.
Okay.
Fieldless Commons, Field of the Dead, and Scavenger Grounds go to hand. I'm assuming it's back to me. I know it took a while.
Now you're just doing your thing.
I will untap. Keep draw. Drew a land. Gee, thanks.
Love to see it.
I guess we'll start 1. Three. This will go down to 2. Get 3 tapped ones. Cast Kodama. Coming with a +1/+1 from Breath of the Wild. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Togo. Also coming with a +1.
I have a response
Okay.
on the cast. I will use my last treasure, and I will path to exile Kodama.
That's Exile Kodama, you said? Mm-hmm.
His Kodama or my Kodama?
His Kodama.
He's worried about me going off and winning the game.
Am I wrong?
Oh, I just thought it was funny. Got 2 Kodamas on board. I haven't seen that one before.
Okay, so you are doing
I'm
Path?
doing path to exile, so you go fetch a land.
Okay. Well, the Togo trigger will go on the stack for that.
Because I'm in response to you casting him. I'm
Ah,
doing path
okay,
to
you're doing
exile.
it first. You're doing it
Yeah.
first. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, and I'll go find a land. Come in tapped or untapped?
Tapped.
That will trigger another rock. So
No, that won't because the all that happened before the.
Oh, what Togo? Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yep, this
Those
is
are all-
this Togo is still on the stack.
Okay. So yeah, land comes in. No other triggers. Okay. Kurama's gone. Togo's in. Unless there are other responses.
Not from me.
That was very mean.
Sorry.
So it's probably also the right thing to do. But
Yeah.
that kind of stops what I wanted to do. Fine. 2 green left. I will sack the treasure. 4 red. Tap the inspiring statuary. For Reckless Fireweaver. So yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured. Don't you lie to me.
Now I'll play my Field of the Dead, which will make 1 rock token. When that comes in, everybody takes 1.
Ow.
And it comes in with a 1 counter. I think is that going to be it? No, I got not anything else. I'll go ahead and tap 2 Swifties. And since you already got rid of Kodama, I'll go ahead and pull those on Togo. Poor little goblin. And that will end my turn.
Right then. One tap. Draw. I will thankfully draw into a land. Didn't do that last turn. That sucked. So one of us played a commander staple earlier and asked if people would not to hate him. Please don't do the same for me. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Dockside Extortionist. How many artifacts do people have? And
Is it artifacts in it?
1, 2, 3, 8, 9. I've got 10 here.
Woo! So 2, 10, and Vok has 1, so 13 total.
Ouch.
6, and 1. Only enough. Yeah. Okay. For 2 white mana, I'm going to cast a Pure Steel Paladin.
Musical equipment.
Free equipment, okay. We're good with free equipment. I see how it is.
What that?
I run that card in my Rayo deck. I love it.
All right.
Great card.
I am going to move my Lightning Greaves over to my Pure Steel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use 3 treasures, so down to 10. And I'm going to cast a Sword of Fire and Ice. Any responses? Well, it needs to hit the board, I guess, if somebody has actual issues.
None at the moment.
Okay, and as long as I have, well, I played equipment, so I'll draw a card. Yeah. And as long as I have 3 or more artifacts, which I do, I can equip as a free. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to spend another 3. Going down to 7 treasures for a Sword of Light and Shadow. Drawing a card. And equipping it to him. And because I can go through it. Mishra's Bauble. It's for free. I get sack it to draw cards whenever I want to do stuff. And I will pay a spectator seating to equip the sword or the Mask of Memory onto our good friend Osgir. And I'm just going to crack my bauble. I'm going to look at the top card of my library. Neat. And I will go to combat. So Osgir is pro red, pro blue, pro white, pro black. Osgir is going to go swinging in over at Chris for 8.
Okay, taking 8 commander.
All right, on combat, I get 3 triggers. I'm going to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. I am going to discard an Ugin's Nexus. And then I get a Sword of Light and Shadow trigger, which is equips damage to a player. I gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3. And then I can return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand, which I believe I only have 1, which is the Sentinel. Yeah, Sentinel. And then finally, I get Sword of Fire and Ice, which is draw a card. And I get to shoot something for 2 damage. What's the Fire Weaver's defense or toughness?
It is a 2/4.
4.
4? What? Excuse me?
Yeah, it's a 1/3 with a +1 and +1 counter on it.
1/3 base? Aw. Well.
And Togo's a 3/3 with hexproof.
Yeah, I couldn't shoot him anyways. What's the elves?
That's a 4/4.
Wow. All right, you guys. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shock you again, Chris, for 2 more damage.
Fair enough. Down 25.
And then end of turn. I need to do one thing. I'm going to pay 5 mana or 5 treasure, so that'll put me up left with 2 left. I'm going to tap Osgir for his ability. I'm going to exile Ugin's Nexus and bring it back with a copy.
2 Nexuses.
Yes. Ugin's Nexus says, if a player would begin an extra turn, that player skips that extra turn instead. If Ugin's Nexus would be put into a graveyard from the battlefield, instead exile and take an extra turn after this. And I still have mana open, so I am going to crack these 2 treasures. I'm going to activate Osgir's ability twice, and that's going to get me... I'm going to sacrifice these 2 to his ability to grant him a bonus to power and toughness, but I'm going to take 2 extra turns.
Yeah, I can't stop it.
I got nothing.
Okay. And then I will go to my next turn. Drop turn. I will put down a plains. Play a plains. My treasures are gone. Esper Sentinel because reasons. And I'm going to pay 2 for an open armory. I'm going to go search my deck for an aura or equipment card. I'm going to go search for myself for an equipment.
Uh-oh. Hammer time?
Hammer time? You think so?
Yeah, I'm expecting it.
No, I want protection from all colors.
And you thought I was going to be the problem at the beginning of this.
Sword of Feast of Famine. And then I'll shuffle. Goes to my hand. Resolves. I'm going to pay 3 in order to cast it, and 2 more to
attach
go
it for free. Yep.
Huh? I can
attach it for free. Equip it for free.
Yeah.
No, I said attach.
Oh, I heard cast. So Osgear is now +6/+6 and has protection powers. I will go to combat and I will swing Osgear at Chris. That's 12 damage.
How much damage?
12, Commander.
On top of the 10 I dealt last turn.
That's bad.
You mean the 8? You mean the 8 you dealt last turn?
Oh no, you're still alive. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought I was at 10 last turn.
No, but that will bring me to 20 commander damage.
It certainly will. On cast or on damage, I get a couple triggers. Sword of Fire and Ice. I'll shoot Staples for 2. I will draw a card. I will Mask of Memory. I'll draw 2, discard 1. I will discard a Dispeller's Capsule. Sword of Fire, Light and Shadow. I'll gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3. And I don't think I have any creatures. Nope, no creatures. Just trying to speed through these turns. Feast and Famine. Discard a card. Chris?
Oh, me discard a card? Okay.
Feast and
It
Famine.
doesn't matter. I'm dead anyway, but I'll go ahead and discard a forest.
And then I get to untap all my stuff. And then...
Second extra turn?
After this, yeah. But I was trying to see what else I can do first.
How many cards in hand?
5.
Oh, shit.
Never
mind.
I've been drawing like crazy because of the Sword of Fire and Ice and Mask of Memory.
Yeah.
I will pay... So you're at... Pay 3 for a Sword of Sinew and Steel. And just equip it. Draw a card off of that. And pay 2 for a Talisman of Conviction, just to have more mana. And then I'll go to my next turn.
Are these
draw-
infinite turns?
Now, this is last one,
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
just
that
checking.
only gave me 2 turns.
and that should be exile, by the way.
There's no way I can get that back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, there is, but you like
Yeah.
Con the Great Creator or something like that, maybe.
I do not have that in the deck. I'll draw for turn.
That might only is that artifacts? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that'll get it back or not. I'd have to look.
I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hammer of Nazan.
Nope, the other hammer. Okay.
The other hammer. And I'll clip it onto him for free because the Hammer of Nazan for free. And I'll smack you one more time.
Trample or anything?
Protection from all colors.
Okay, so I can't block it with anything I have. I don't have any artifact creatures. Nope, I'm dead.
Sword of Fire and Ice. I'll draw a card. I will shoot. Oh, wow. I'll shoot Staples for 2.
Yep.
I can't even be upset because I would be very inclined to be winning on my turn.
Well, were it not for my path to exile, you would have won.
Yeah.
I don't have any other targets for Sword of Fire and Ice. I untap my lands. Sinew and
Gems,
Steel.
swords.
I get to destroy an artifact or a planeswalker. There's no artifacts or planeswalkers on the board now. Great card. And then... I have to pick pause here for anything. Okay. Do that. I pass my turn. Go on ahead, Staples.
Let's see how I die. Oh, I did have an artifact,
You did?
but it doesn't really. Yeah,
no, it's
Dragon Sword.
I should be looking at the board too, but yeah, go ahead.
Well. All right,
MVP
so
of the game was
green.
not that extortionist. Card's stupid.
And then tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna tap 7 for Green Sun's Twilight. So I get to reveal the top 6 cards of my library plus 1, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ikra Shadiki, Monster Manual, Arcane Signet, Garruk's Uprising, Lathless, Fertile Ground, and Thrakkus the Butcher. Almost could have been good. So I get to, since it was 5 or more, I get to put the chosen card onto the battlefield. I didn't have any lands revealed, so nothing there. And then put the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. And then I'll get a trigger, Kodama trigger off of Lathless. And it'll be Colossal Majesty. And then I'm going to pass.
Even though you do have a very impressive board state, Tyler,
Yeah.
I'm glad that I made you use your extra turns to kill me off.
I'm bad at math, and I thought I had you that second turn.
Mm.
But math's for blockers, and I was attacking, so that was my fault.
That's your excuse? You're sticking with it, right?
Yup. Math is for blockers. You all wrapped up, Staples?
Yeah, I passed. I hit the space bar.
Oh, and that
Did I not say it loud enough? I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
upkeep.
I wasn't sure.
Draw. Play Swamp as land for turn. I'll tap 5. I'll tap that 4. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 and 2 black to cast Haunting Voyage. Bring back out all the owls.
Ooh.
That
Nice.
just brings back all the owls. Elvish Warmaster produces a token and I'll end turn.
When does he produce a token on ETB, or when another elf enters the battlefield?
When another elf enters, so that enters first and then another elf comes after.
I'm not trying to see if he would get 3 other tokens or not.
No, it's only 1. It's per turn.
Oh, is it? Okay. Understood. Alright, I will
And
untap.
I'll pass.
Right. I will untap. I will draw for turn. I'll play a mountain per turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to cast a Wondrous Crucible. Permanents I control have Ward 2. At the beginning of my end step, mill 2 cards, then exile a non-land card at random from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. So, yeah, it's just a way to get value out of my graveyard. I will go to combat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Osgear, I'm going to go to combat. Osgear is going to go over at Vok for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14.
Yeah.
All colors.
Oh, it's all colors, so I just take 14.
Right. And Sword of Fire and Ice, I will draw a card, and I will shock my Dockside Extortionist. Mask of Memory, I am going to draw 2 cards, and then discard a... I will discard a Saul Talisman.
Jank Swords.
Sword of Light and Shadow. I get to gain 3 life, and then I get to get a creature back from my graveyard to my hand, which will be Darkside. Sword of Feast and Famine. I will untap all my lands. Vok, you get to discard a card.
I will discard Golgari Guildmage.
Okay. Now that I know it's there, Sword of Sinew and Steel will go off, and I will destroy the Dragon Sword. And what's the number of enchantments on the board now?
Still 1.
1 and
From
2
you.
from you. Okay. I will pay 2 for the Dockside Extortionist, and I'll just get 3 treasures off of it. And then I will pass turn.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I control a creature with power 4 or greater, so I will draw a card and then draw for turn. I will do a Bayou as my land for turn. And then tap 3 forests, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Return Timber Symbiosis. We have the top 7 cards. And I may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Oh, that sucked. If that creature card has a mana value 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. It's Dragon Speaker Shaman. So it will get 3 +1/1 counters. And then I'm going to pass again. You're up, Boku.
Kill him.
All of my dragons are hiding from me.
Are they?
Yeah.
By the way, Ty,
Yeah, what's
you
up?
stuffed me. You didn't have to kill me.
Yeah. But the thing is, if I leave you alone, you win. You gonna go back?
I don't know if he's back yet.
I saw his hand a second ago.
Oh.
You gonna go, Vok? Can you not hear us now?
I'm up.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're up.
I'll untap, upkeep, and Underrealm Lich.
Yes.
Put that in there, and I'll discard turn Timber Symbiosis and Dread Return into the graveyard. I will. That doesn't even work. Damn it. That doesn't work. You see how it is? That doesn't work.
Also, I stole the monarchy from you.
Yeah, okay. Good to know. Nurturing Peatland as land for turn.
Mhm.
Tap a black to sack the Nurturing Peatland and draw a card. I will That 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So three and a black. So four cards. To cast Deadly Rollick, targeting the monkey, the Ragavan.
Exiling him? Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay.
I'm actually hard casting that because I don't really have anything else to cast from my hand. And
have a
I will
commander.
just swing at you. Well, yeah, but it's like I don't have anything to cast with the man in my hand.
Okay.
So I just did it that way, and I'll just swing at you with everything.
Sure. How much damage is that? Or let's see.
So you're getting 2 from Belby, 2 from the Elvish Warmaster, 4 from the Lich, 3 from the Herald with Menace, 4 from the Entourage, and 1 from the Elf Warrior, and they all have Death Touch.
Okay. All your attacking creatures have death touch, or just elves?
All of them.
Oh,
They're all elves.
I just didn't realize Underrealm Lich was a elf. I thought it was just a zombie. Oh. That's really cool. So because Osgir has pro colors and is indestructible, I'll throw him in front of the Lich, and then I'll take the rest. How much is that? So whatever that was minus 4.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And you're good.
Okay. I want that. Draw for turn. I will. I'll pay 2 for a thrilling discovery. I gain 2 life. 1, 2. Then you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3. I'm going to discard a Boros Signet and a Mox Tantalite. This will resolve. I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Sure. I will put down a Sunhome Fortress of the Legion. It is a colorless land, but it has an activated ability of 2, 1 red, 1 white. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn.
That was Monarch, right? I took Monarch from you, right?
You did, yes, because you had a creature get in. So yeah, draw 3 or do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that goes in my hand, and I'll discard Slitherbore Pathway and Verdant Catacombs.
Okay. Oh, I missed my Wondrous last turn. Anyways. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to pay 4... What does it really mean? I'm going to pay... No, I'm not going to pay that this turn. I'll see what happens next turn. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing lethal over at Bach.
Sure, I'll take it all.
Main phase 2, I'm going to tap a plains for a Soul Ring, I guess. And then end of turn, because I forgot it last time, I'm going to mill 2. And I get to exile a... Let me get all my lands out of the...
Non-land at random. Yep.
I get to exile it and then cast a copy of it. So.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull from the middle. Misha's Bauble. So I'll exile it. It gets a copy. It comes into play. To make things simple, I'm just gonna sacrifice it. Look at the top card of the library. Draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep. So I'm just gonna do that right now. So I'll pass turn. Your upkeep. I will draw a card.
All right. See what I can do.
Well,
Colossal Magistry will trigger, draw, and then draw for turn. Yep. Okay. My only hope. Tap 2. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Haunting Voyage. Turn up to 2 target creatures of dragons from my graveyard to the battlefield. I think I only have 1.
Mhm.
Yep, just the 1. Old Gnawbone. When he enters the battlefield, I create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. And then I get to put another permanent onto the battlefield when he entered. So that'll be
And a land from the
Surge.
token. And a 0 mana value for the token too, which is a
Oh,
land.
yeah, and I haven't even
Okay.
Evolving Wilds.
I love Kodama.
Mm.
Actually, no, I'm going to do Lurking Predators instead of Warstorm Surge for my Kodama trigger. And then this is gone. I will move to combat, and since there's no reason to hold back, I will swing with a 5/5, a 6/6 flyer, and a 6/6 ground.
Cards in hand?
1.
1 card in hand. Okay. I will put Osgir in front of the Kodama. I'll be taking Lathalis, and then Esper Sentinel will hop in front of the Dragon Shaman.
All right.
You get 6 treasures?
Yes, I do.
Or 5? I'm not sure how big Lathalis is.
Last was 6.
6 treasures.
And then I will use those 6 treasures for Warstorm Surge.
Alright.
And then I pass, and I'm pretty sure I die.
Draw. I'll pay 4 and activate
Loki.
Sunhome.
Do you have the Monarchy?
Yes,
Well,
I
Mark-
do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I did.
You did. Yeah. So
Which
it
means
goes.
I took it from you. Yeah, that's not helpful.
I'm gonna activate Sunhome to give Osgir double strike.
And I'm dead.
Bonk.
Ooh.
I was hoping the Monarch would give you the draw on your end step to like come up with an answer of some kind.
Burning Catacombs.
Good game.
My next card was Terror of the Peaks.
Ooh, Terror of the Peaks. That's another card I really want to build a deck around because I want to build a dragon deck. I just don't know who I want to have as a dragon commander. I don't want to have it be 5 colors. I just don't know who I would choose.
I was going to build Mirim, and then a friend of mine built it, so I built this one instead.
And there's Miram too, which is such a good dragon commander. But I think everybody knows how it operates now. That it's like, oh, it dies.
Kill on site.
Yeah.
Kill on sight. Every single piece of interaction comes out of the woodwork just to kill it.
Yeah, this one is just designed to sneak in dragons.
Lurking
But it only
Predators
helps
is
if
a
I get
great,
them.
great card. I love that card.
Truth, my dice
Yeah,
deck
I got
plays
like
around
5,
Vision Terror
6 ways to cheat in
/Watchstorm
dragons in this
/Ancient
deck.
Tread.
Does that include the graveyard? Because wait, no,
Cost
you're
Rondis drops 5
you're in colors of
4S.
Bladewing. Or Bladewing the
Yeah,
Risen,
they're-
whatever his name is.
Yeah, Bladewing is in here along with the ancient, the black dragon, the ancient black dragons.
Nice.
Oh, okay. But yeah, good game, guys. Good game,
Yeah.
Zoo.
Yeah,
Yes.
good game.
Fun to watch.
Ben, if you can, raid us over into Card Kraken.
Sure, he's live.
Oh, he's out. He's up. He's cool. All right.
Yeah, we can go get
Yeah.
card cracking. Anybody you guys want to shout out before we go on? I know Kenku's streaming on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Sunday. We're doing another tilt tour this weekend. It's from Friday to Sunday, so you can get your marble drops. I posted that over in the self promo on the BJ and Co Discord.
Sweet.
Jenks Swords.
And I don't stream yet, so
Soon. Hashtag soon.
Nice.
yeah, this is my first time, so
Well, happy having you here.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you being here. It's always good to get new players to the
Yeah,
table
thanks
and
for
joining
stepping
the
in for the game
community.
today.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You're very welcome. Give me someone else to play with.
Yeah.
Someone who
There's
doesn't
always
know
more
all my
magic.
decks by heart.
Marbles early.
That's
Death's
all right.
door
The
hoping to slay
attraction deck,
Venom
I got
is
like
less
30
than an
cards
hour.
on order for it, so I wanted to see how it would do before the changes.
Nice. All right.
And I just built it last Friday too.
Oh, cool.
Good
All
stuff,
right.
man.
Well, on that note, I'm going to
All
send
right.
you guys all over to Card Kraken, another fantastic Magic streamer, and we'll catch you guys all on Saturday for sure for the next Commander Quartet stuff. So.
Yep. See you guys
Peace.
around.
See ya.